Good morning, everybody. Hey. Look at all the people in bright and early this morning for PVRN. Same guy, same host. That's me, Brent. And good morning to everybody. But we have a change. Now, we'll talk about this for a little bit as we do. Maybe that's part of the whole vibe of this. Good morning, Chandra. Good morning, all you early risers. I will definitely throw that good morning out for all of you. A lot of you got on quite early this morning. Nice to see you back. Love the new name. So, hey, thank you, Adam. Nice to see you on the show. Welcome. Good morning. Good afternoon, Lori. So, I'll take a minute to do a few more good mornings. It is rainy. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Lilia. I'm sure Matt's out there or will be, or maybe just you today. But it's a big day at PVRN. You saw the post. You saw some of the info. I'm biding my time just a little bit so people have a chance to get on. But overall it's exciting. Yeah, goal morning. I love that. GW Green, I see you. Good morning, Mike Mexico. Okay, good morning, Mike. How you doing? Nice to see you. I think we got a lot of new people on today, or ones that haven't said good morning before, so welcome to the show. So with that, don't forget, if you're here for the first time or if you've been around a while and maybe you don't get notified about the show, just take a second. There's a little bell right down here in the corner. Hit it. And then click notifications and select all of them so you get them all, not the customized version. So that way you always know when the show is on. As if I don't put out enough posts to tell you about it. But hey, there you go. Oh man, it's a big day. Where to start? So I bided enough time. I'm letting people get on the show, make sure everybody has a chance to see this live and hear it live. But today is something that's kind of been in the works for a while. This isn't just like, oh my gosh, I woke up this morning and it's time to switch things up and change the name of the show. No, actually, this was a recommendation made to me a while ago as the vibe of the show was changing, and February 22nd was more and more in our past. And the show became a lot more interactive and creative and a little more fun, but always had that real news. And so my good friend Kirsten, who I know is going to have to watch this on replay, made a suggestion that, hey, keep those same letters, but make it Puerto Vallarta right now instead of real news. Now, the real news is implied. It's always going to be there, but it just kind of gives a show more of a fun vibe. Doesn't sound quite so newsy because it just isn't all news anymore. It's kind of like a lot of fun too. So I'm hoping you're loving the new name. I'm loving it. I spent the morning changing a lot of graphics, my little watermark up here in the corner and my intro videos. And man, I just had to hunt down everything. It was hard to find everything that, said real news on it. But I think we've made the changes. I think the YouTube page is working. So finally happy to see. Hey, Oak 42, welcome. I don't know who you are in real life, but here on YouTube, you're Oak 42. Nice to see you. And you made it to a live show. That's amazing. Matter of fact, I'll give you a whoa and a clap for that. That's kind of fun. Where did my clap work? I don't even know. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. Welcome to the show. Loving the new name. Thank you. Me too. I'm kind of excited about it, and it definitely, I think, fits the vibe of the show a lot better. So we talked a lot about that. I'm sure we'll talk more about it. Oak 42, you're welcome. Thank you. That applause was for you and everyone else who's on. All right. So first up, let's jump out there. Wow. This is one of my, I think one of the best photos and really cool photos we've had in Puerto Vallarta. It almost looks like snow-capped mountains. It's so cool that I'm going to give you a bigger view of this. Check this out. That is what Puerto Vallarta looked like early this morning before the fog came in and covered up everything, and the haze covered up everything. But that's Puerto Vallarta this morning as the clouds are peeking over the mountains. I mean, it almost looks like a ski lodge out there. It doesn't feel like one, I can tell you that much. But how cool is that photo today? So that is the live look this morning at Puerto Vallarta, the heaven we live in and the amazing place we live in. So excited. So also, we talked about the new name quite a bit. This guy hasn't gone anywhere. Oh, wait, that's not it. Also want to mention, I got my first piece of viewer mail last week. Good morning, Captain Marina. Good to see you. So that's kind of going to be our regular thing. So if you feel like writing to the show and you want to have something you want to share on air, I would gladly and absolutely love to have your viewer mail. If you approve of it, I'll read it on air. I'll share it. If you have any feedback about a story, the show, anything at all, just hit me up at pvrnmx@gmail.com and you might end up on air. As a matter of fact, I got a message just yesterday, but that message is going to better fit on Friday. So I'll read that viewer mail on Friday that I got. And thank you, Den and Kathy. I appreciate that. It isn't just news. We're here to have fun. I think we can get the news everywhere, but a lot of people rely on this. So the news isn't going to go away. It's just going to be, just kind of fit the vibe. Nothing's really changing other than that. So again, shoot me your viewer mail if you have any. I super, super appreciate that. But with that, let's take a little quick break for coffee. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. What is that I hear? What is that we hear? Yes. That's the vibe I'm talking about. All right, so dance in your chairs just a little bit because it's time for Coffee Cam. All right, let's talk it out. For real. All right, let's jump into some news. Thank you for so many positive comments I'm seeing in this chat. I'm going to cover you guys up for just a second because it's time to jump into the first story. Oh, this guy. I'm not going to do a full story on him now. We can all look out the window. We saw so much rain, a bit of flooding yesterday. So, we all know what's going on out there. I think we covered extensively, but Boris hit us. We just got lots of rain. I think everything's going to turn nice and green, which is great. So that's amazing. Oh, thank you for the coffee cups and the sunflower. Appreciate it, Karen. Appreciate it, John. On cue. I love that. All right, moving on. All the news is about World Cup. Go! Don't quit my day job. All right, so we only got days left. Today's the 10th. Tomorrow is the big match between Mexico and South Africa. So we only literally have a day left. I think the match is on tomorrow at 1. Somebody spot check me. If Chris Anderson was here, he would do it for sure. So organizers are currently working around the clock, even with the rain, to complete the assembly of the official public viewing zones. Crews are racing against the countdown to ensure that the giant screens, audio systems, and the fan areas are fully operational for the crowds they're expecting to gather there. These public viewing areas are designed to offer an immersive stadium-like experience for soccer enthusiasts who do not have tickets to the live matches. And speaking of tickets to live matches, anybody going anywhere in the world, not just Mexico, if you're going to a World Cup match, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to see your photos after you go, and I'll share them with the group, of course. Thank you, John, for those soccer balls that flew across the screen. Those are fun. When you put the emojis in your actual text, they bounce all over the screen. It's kind of fun. I love that. So yeah, the fan zone is up and going. So event coordinators are conducting final safety inspections and logistical walkthroughs to guarantee a great environment and secure and safe environment for all attendees. So yeah, the pressure's on now to get these installations done on time, as these van zones are about to be, a hub of lots of activity, I think. Anybody here going to one of the fan zones? I'm hoping to make it down there. I don't know if I'll be there for the South Africa Mexico match because, we're deep in it and busy over here, but maybe we will. Who knows? I'm definitely going to catch the match no matter what. But if anybody's going out there, thank you for the flags around the screen, John. I appreciate that. Let me know. I'd love to get some photos from down there. We're gonna make it down there at some point for sure. Oh, that's cool. So you're heading to a place locally. So I don't remember where local is for you, Oak 42, but the opening match. At least in Vallarta. Oh, perfect. I love that. Awesome. Take some photos, send them in. I'll share them. All right, moving on to more news before we take another coffee break. Hey, sinkhole. You're still out there, probably full of water like a little hot tub now. But commuters in Puerto Vallarta will need to adjust their routes for just a bit longer as repairs on the major sinkhole on Avenida Preciano Sanchez are expected to take an additional 9 more days, give or take, to complete. The failure, which has significantly disrupted local traffic, requires extensive subterranean work and has just proven to be a bit more complex than initially anticipated. Crews are working to stabilize the surrounding ground and reinforce the damaged infrastructure to prevent another collapse. As nobody was hurt or injured in this one, it's best we don't test that again and have another one. The extended timeline, according to the government, is necessary to ensure that the road is entirely safe before it's reopened to heavy transit. Appreciate that. And the daily commuters, and there's a lot of them in that area. So local traffic authorities are still urging drivers to plan ahead, use alternative routes, get your Google Maps out, and exercise a bit of patience as these teams are working to finalize these repairs and get them done, hopefully during some part during World Cup. So, all right, here's to them. I'm going to give them a quick coffee cup, coffee time, whatever it's called. Cheers. Getting that sinkhole filled. And may the sinkhole not make the news again. We're done with it. No more sinkholes. All right. Cheers, y'all. Hope you did it with me. All right. On to the next story today. Y'all know who that is? This is, I would get up and like shake my hips like Shakira, but there is zero chance I even have a tenth of those movements inside of me, and I'd probably hurt something. But Shakira is ready to be a headliner. Now, it's not going to be here in Vallarta, but she is firing up her engines to officially inaugurate the 2026 World Cup with a very highly anticipated performance at the Estadio Ciudad de Mexico. And she, of course, is known for her anthem, stage presence, and she's even been to previous FIFA tournaments, according to my news report. She is a Colombian artist, and she's set to get out there and give us an unforgettable show to kick off the world's biggest and best and greatest sporting event. The opening ceremony does promise to blend cutting-edge technology, cultural celebrations, and high-energy music to welcome fans from across the globe to see Shakira. Do we have some fans out there? If we do, let's hear it. I'm a fan. I like Shakira. I don't know if I know a ton of her music, but she seems to be captivating when she's on the screen and when she's in concert. I think she does a good job. It looks like she works really hard up there. She's got a good voice and a nice beat. So I'm a fan. I don't know if you're a fan. Let's hear you. All right. The performance at Mexico City venue is expected to draw a massive global television audience alongside the tens of thousands of spectators who will be in attendance. And as the excitement is going to reach a fever pitch, organizers do promise that this opening ceremony will set a vibrant and festive tone for the historic tournament, which is going to be co-hosted across North America. That's Canada and the USA. Looking forward to that. Go Shakira. Also, this one is, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry about that, guys. I should pay attention to my own show notes. So Puerto Vallarta's mayor, Luis Munguia, has assured residents, this is back into the news thing. We're kind of doing a little bit of a roller coaster here. Keep up with me. Has assured residents, this is about trash again, that garbage collection services will remain fully operational and guaranteed despite the recent closure or partial closure of the dump site, the disposal site that caught on fire. Addressing public concerns over potential service disruptions, Munguia emphasized that contingency plans are already in place to handle the city's waste managed efficiently. The local administration is coordinating closely with environmental and sanitation teams to ensure that daily collection routes are not affected. The partial closure at El Gavilan was implemented to address specific regulatory and environmental standards, but officials stated it will not compromise the city's cleanliness. Munguia reiterated his commitment to maintaining public services at 100% capacity, and local business and trash pickups will proceed at the regular scheduled times without delay. What I will say is I certainly hope so. I feel like Munguia needs a win right now. I stay out of politics, but I feel like a win would be good, and I think this is a huge one. The trash situation comes up all the time, and honestly, for me, I'm just looking forward to a day where I can have news for an entire week and trash is not part of the news, either here on Puerto Vallarta right now. I need to practice saying that. Or CBS News on TV. A week or two without trash news stories would be amazing. And for that, I'll coffee cam that. Here's to no more trash issues in PV. No more. All right. Jumping to the next story, I gave you a little peek of it. Here she is. Do y'all know this artist? I wasn't really aware of her, and I say bad on me. Let's see if I can get her. Her name is Ximena, Ximena. The X is always a little bit tricky. I'm sorry. Sariana will arrive in Puerto Vallarta as part of a free concert lineup during the 2026 World Cup right here in Puerto Vallarta. How exciting is this? Now we're going a little local. It's not Shakira, but this is a big artist. I mean, a lot of people are really excited about her. So Puerto Vallarta is continuing to add attractions towards the 2026 World Cup events here. This was just one of them, but I believe this is kind of one of the bigger ones in the headliner. There's a full list coming out right now, and I'll share that as the date gets closer. But state authorities are saying that the Mexican singer will offer a free concert in the city as part of the activities of what they're calling Festival Mundo Jalisco, a program that will just accompany the global celebration of World Cup, but here in our area. According to what was announced during the presentation by Jalisco's tourism and cultural strategy leaders, the performance of this artist will be scheduled for July 4th. Okay. Not a Mexican holiday, but one in the U.S. And it will be probably one of the, as they say, one of the most anticipated events in the Puerto Vallarta for World Cup. So this is probably going to be down in the Fan Fest area. As I get more information, I'll let you know. The full billboard is already coming out, but I wasn't ready to share that quite yet. So that's pretty exciting. We get a big name artist here. It's not Shakira, but she looks like she can really belt it out, and she's going to be amazing. I'm going to go check out on Spotify or another platform a little bit of her music. If you guys are familiar with her, maybe post up some cool songs or some songs you love by her. But that's it for the news today. So with that, maybe we'll come in a little bit short, or I'll find something new to talk about. But I do want to give a quick reminder to the audience here. Some of you are, hey, Maria, glad you made it in live. Oh, you almost missed it, but here you are. So I'll give you a good morning and happy to see you here. Be sure to hit the subscribe all so you get all the notifications and know when I'm on. I love it. I love it. So Maria, good to have you here. Thank you for joining. Now, here's what I was going to talk about. So if you're in Puerto Vallarta full time, or you're here right now, you're going to be here for another week or two. I'm doing, in conjunction with the Gen Expats group, like these little weekly meetups that support local businesses. I've got a committee of folks that are just trying to take all the suggestions of where to go and what business is needed and what business can support a bigger crowd at once. And so it's a collaboration between this show and the Gen Expats group. So for this group, it's more like a meet and greet. So the next one's going to be at Langostinas down on the Malecon here at Puerto Vallarta on the 13th. I'll post the exact time, but I think it's at 5 or 5:30. I don't have that right in front of me, I'm sorry to say. But again, it's a great way to come out, support the community, and a chance to do a little meet and greet with me and meet me in person, have a chance to talk to me. Meet a lot of the group of the Gen Expats and friends. So if you're in town and you're looking for something to do and support the community at the same time, again, Langostinos on the Puerto Vallarta Malecon. And this again is on the 13th. I will be there. I'm looking forward to being there with the Gen Expats people. And again, this is also as a meet and greet with you all who just get to see me on the screen. If you want a little more me, well, that's a great way to get a little more meat, but also have some great food, have some great drinks, have some good specials, and enjoy the sunset. And, hopefully it won't be raining, but even if it is, it's rain or shine. They have an indoor area as well. So once again, meet and greet, Langostinos, the 13th. I'll give you the exact time on Thursday or tomorrow. Yeah, Thursday is tomorrow or Friday. Saturday at 5 p.m. Thank you, Laura, for being on it. Where's the Anderson report when I need him? He gets days off too. So again, that meetup, 5 p.m. Thank you so much, Laura, for putting that up there. Sometimes I don't have the data right in front of me. So I hope to see a few of you there. Again, meet and greet. All right. That's it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for the support of the new name of the show. I think this new vibe is going to fit it. So thank you for also joining in on Puerto Vallarta right now. And now I'm going to take you out to the credits. Thank you for supporting my sponsors as well. That's all the thank yous I got. I got no more thank yous. I will see you all tomorrow, 10 a.m. as usual. Thanks for being here. Love y'all for being on. Talk to you later.